Taehyung sat on his bed, holding a pillow tightly to his chest. His cheeks were red and he was breathing heavily. Taehyung, oh gosh, what was that? OMG, that was so embarrassing. He pouted and threw himself backward on the bed. Taehyung, how can he say something like that so easily? He placed his hand over his heart and felt how fast it was beating. Taehyung, why is my heart beating so fast? His eyes blinked in confusion as he stared at the ceiling. Taehyung, why does it always happen when he is near me or even when I think about him? Am I falling for him? He quickly sat up and shook his head. Taehyung, no, this can't be happening. Come to your sense, Kim Taehyung. This is not good for your health. He lightly slapped his own cheeks and kept mumbling. Later, Taehyung walked out the hallway towards the elevator. He stopped and waiting quietly until the door opened. The elevator door opened and there stood Jungkook leaning against the wall, arms crossed. Taehyung gasped, "Oh no!" He quickly hid his face behind his little shoulder pad and turned around to walk away, but before he could escape, a strong hand gently pulled him inside the elevator. Taehyung saw Jungkook. Jungkook smirked and pressed the button to the ground floor. Jungkook grinned. Are you hiding from me there? Taehyung nervously smiled. No, I was just walking. He looked away awkwardly and started at the elevator wall. Taehyung Jungkook tilted his head. Then why were you going the other way, Taehyung? It's nothing. He forced a little smile and looked on. There was silence for a moment, then Jungkook spoke again. Jungkook, are you going for lunch? Taehyung slowly nodded. Taehyung, yeah, the cafeteria. The elevator reached the ground floor and the floor opened. Taehyung stepped out first, but before Taehyung wide eyes what Jungkook looking down at their hand and then let go slowly, rubbing his neck slightly. Jungkook softly, let's have lunch together. Taehyung surprised. Huh? Jungkook, I mean, you treated me last night, right? So today I'll treat you. That's the way it's fair. He smiled sweetly. Jungkook pouting quickly, and beside, it's really sad to eat alone. Taehyung blinked and Jungkook tilted his head and gave him his famous smile eyes. Taehyung sighed, okay. Jungkook beamed happy and gently rubbed his hand again. Taehyung in his mind, my heart is beating too fast again. Please stop. He glared softly at Jungkook back while walking. Taehyung in mind, all your fault, Jungkook, idiot. They reached the basement parking. Jungkook walked towards his car. Still holding Taehyung's hand, he opened the door for him. Taehyung awkwardly, then thanks, I guess. Jungkook smiled. You are welcome, Taehyung gulped as he sat down inside. Jungkook got into the driver's seat and started the car. Taehyung, do you not ride your scooter anymore? Or was a lie? You said it was your first achievement. Jungkook glanced at him and let out a small sign. Jungkook, none of he focused on the road while speaking with a soft voice. Jungkook, and that scooter is very special to me. After I got into Harvard, I did part-time job during summer. I didn't really have to, but my dad always doubted me, so I wanted to prove myself. Jungkook, with the money I saved, the first thing I brought when I came to Korea was that scooter. You were the first person who rode it with me. I don't even let anyone touch it. Taehyung was silent. He looked at Jungkook while gentle eyes. Taehyung in mind, why? Why does he always say things that make my heart melt like this? He turned his head away quickly and looked out the window. Jungkook stopped in front of a beautiful restaurant. He got out and opened the door for Taehyung. Taehyung, this place, it's so nice. Jungkook, only the best for my Tae. Taehyung blushed. Yep, stop saying weird things. They entered the quiet restaurant. Jungkook took Taehyung to a cozy table in the corner and pulled the chair for him. Jungkook, sit here. You like the view. Taehyung sat down slowly and Jungkook sat across from him. A waiter came and gave them menu. Jungkook, what do you want to eat? Taehyung looking at menu. I think I'll have chicken stew and tofu. Jungkook to waiter that please and took clothes. The waiter nodded and left. So, how was business abroad? Why did you come back so suddenly? Jungkook, my dad decided to handle the Fagan branch himself. He wanted me to take care of things here. Also, Jisung. But why did you work under Jisung? You could join my brother company instead. Taehyung smiled softly. When I started, there was no vacancy at John Industries, so I joined this company, and later I got really attached to my team. They are honest and hardworking. He looked into Jungkook's eyes. Even if Jisung was not good, my team was. They became like family. I just want them to be. Uh, Jungkook looked at him quietly, then gave a small smile. Jungkook, I'll remember that, and I'll work harder for them and for you. Taehyung smiled. Good. Jungkook, I'm really glad I was an intern under you. Taehyung looking down and smiled slyly. Taehyung, you were a troublemaker. Jungkook laughed softly, but you still cared for me. And their food arrived. They started eating together with gentle smile and quiet glance. After lunch, they walked back to the car slowly. Taehyung kept gazing at Jungkook, then at their hands swing side by side. They hung in mind. Why do I feel so warm just walking beside him like this? They hung in mind. Am I really falling for you, Jungkook? Jungkook opened the car door again and looked at him. Jungkook, ready to go back there? Taehyung smiled softly. Yeah, let's go. Their eyes met for a few seconds longer than usual. Smooth was blooming, smooth, something they both felt but still couldn't say out loud yet. Time escaped. Taehyung smiled was sitting at his desk. Taehyung mumbling to himself, Jungkook is really impressive. Oh no, am I falling for him? He potted and opened his front camera of his phone to check his face. Taehyung, why is my face so red? He softly cupped his cheek, feeling the warmth. Suddenly a voice called him and broke his thought. Yoongi. Taehyung, Mr. Jian is calling you to his cab office. Taehyung quickly stand up. Yes, I'm going right now. He fixed his hair, straightened his shirt, and walked towards Jungkook's cabin. He knocked gently. Taehyung, yes, Mr. Jian. Jungkook pouted. Taehyung, it's Jungkook for you, not Mr. Jian. Taehyung, bless. Yes, Jungkook. Why did you call me? Jungkook smiled softly. I wanted a private meeting with you. Taehyung confused. Private meeting? But why? Jungkook got up from his seat and slowly walked towards Taehyung. The room felt quiet and serious. Jungkook eyes gently looked into Taehyung. Jungkook's soft voice, because you are special, Taehyung. You are not just anyone. You are the one who lives in my heart. He softly raised his hand and touched Taehyung's jaw with his finger. Taehyung's eyes went wide and his cheeks turned bright red. His heart beat faster and faster. Taehyung, Jungkook slowly leaned in closer. Taehyung set his eyes tightly, his heart feeling like it would jump out. But suddenly Jungkook, Taehyung, hey, Taehyung, where are you lost? Taehyung opened his eyes fast and saw Jungkook still sitting on his chest, looking confused. Taehyung blinked quickly and blushed deeply. Taehyung in his mind, oh no, what was that? What was I imagining just now? My silly brain. Jungkook smiled. I need you to collect all the files about our next project. We all check the interest and profit rate together. Taehyung nodded fast. Yes, right away. He hurried out of the room, pressing his file to his chest. After the meeting, Taehyung walked out of Jungkook's cabin slowly, biting his lips to stop himself from crying. During the meeting, he couldn't stop looking at Jungkook. His eyes, his voice, even the way he explained things, everything felt special. Taehyung mumbled to himself, "I must be going crazy," he said as his desk, hiding his face in his fires. His heart was still beating fast. Just then Jimin walked in holding a cup of coffee with a big grin on his face. Jimin cheerful, "Hey, everyone, did you hear the news?" Taehyung lifting his head, "What news?" Jimin dramatic tone. "It's gonna break many hearts, but it's rumored that Mr. Jungkook is engaged soon." Taehyung shocked. "What?" Jimin giggled. "Yep, to Park Demi, the only daughter of the Park Industries family." Taehyung frozen in his seat. The smile on his face disappeared. His heart dropped. Taehyung in his mind, "Engaged? No, it's the truth. Why didn't he say anything? Why does it hurt?" He looked down at the coffee cup on his table, his hand shaking a little. The warmth in his heart just a minute ago now felt cold. Taehyung sobbed to himself. Was everything he just uh, what? Jimin looked at Taehyung looked at Jimin with wide eyes. Then, "Where did you hear this? How do you know?" Jimin serious face. "I was walking past Mr. Jian's secretary room when I heard him talking to Jungkook's assistant. They were discussing the engagement with Park Dami, and it said there will be an official announcement soon." Taehyung stood still. His heartbeat was loud in his ear. The word engagement with Park Demi kept repeating in his head like an echo. He felt a strange pain in his chest, like he couldn't breathe properly. He looked ahead, his eyes blank, his chest tightened. He stood up. On the rooftop, the cold wind touched Taehyung's face as he leaned on the railing. His eyes were a little teary, and he tried his best not to cry. He looked at the cloud as if they could take away his confusion. Just then, someone gently tapped his shoulders. "Yoongi, hey!" Taehyung quickly wiped his eyes and turned around. Taehyung forcing a smile. "Oh, hi. What are you doing here?" He turned his face away, pretending everything was okay. "Yoongi, I could ask you the same things, but I ask first." Yoongi teasing, "Thanks, so grumpy as always." To be honest, I came here to see you, and I came here just to walk around." Tung rolled his eyes and lightly slapping Yoongi's arms. "You are so nice sometimes." Yoongi smiled. "Now, your turn. Why are you really here?" Tung said softly. "I just need some fresh air. Life feels so complicated today." Yoongi looked at him gently. So nice. Since when have you had feeling for him?" Taehyung blinked fast. "What? Feeling? For whom?" Yoongi smiled. "Don't pretend that you know who I am talking about. Do I really need to say his name?" Taehyung looking away, his chest felt tight again. Taehyung, I don't know, maybe since he was an intern. He's someone who always make my heart confused. He got on my nerves. He make me nervous, but I always He took a deep breath. "I don't understand why my heart beat faster when he's around, and now, after hearing that engagement news, my chest hurt. But I know he doesn't feel anything for me, or maybe he never did." Youngie softly, "You have feeling for him?" Taehyung shaking his head. "No, Youngie cutting him off. Admit it, Taehyung. You can't lie to your own heart. I know you well. Maybe, just maybe, there is still hope, or maybe not. But the truth is, you have to face it or forget it. That's all I can say." Taehyung looked down at the floor, his lip trembling. He didn't want to cry in front of anyone. Youngie quickly placed a warm cup of coffee in Taehyung's hand. Youngie's soft voice, "This might help you feel better. Take your time. I'll be downstairs if you need me. Yoongi walking away, leaving Taehyung alone in his thoughts. Taehyung held the cup of coffee with both hands. The warmth slowly reached his cold finger. Taehyung whispering to himself, Jungkook, why does it hurt this much? He looked at the sky again, wondering if his feeling would ever reach Jungkook or if he was just dreaming something impossible. Taehyung softly knocked on the door before entering Jungkook's cabin. Jungkook was sitting behind his desk, tapping seriously on his laptop. Taehyung quick voice, Mr. Jeon, you are. Taehyung softly, do you need anything else? Jungkook is still looking at his screen. No, you may leave. Taehyung nodded and turned around, walking out of the room with a sad heart. As Jungkook picked up the file, he paused his finger, stepped moving. He stared at the door. Jungkook in mind, why does he look so sad? Is something wrong? Jungkook in mind, why does he look so sad? Is something wrong? He blinked a few times and shook his head. Jungkook soft sign. Maybe I gave me too much work. I should be careful. He opened the file, but his thought keep going back to Taehyung's face. That night, after a long bath, Taehyung entered his room. He wore a loose shirt and went straight to his bed, pulling the blanket over himself. He closed his eyes tightly. Taehyung mumbling to himself, I had to stop feeling like this. I should ignore him. Yes, that's the only way I can move on. He turned to the side and tried to sleep, but his eyes opened again and tears filled them slowly. Taehyung sobbing softly. Why I'm crying? It's hurt so much. My heart, it's hurt. My love story ended before it even began. He wiped his tears, but they kept falling. Why did I fall for him? Why, Jungkook? You are always so calm, so perfect. Why do you walk under me? It's make everything more confusing. He hugged his pillow and cried until he finally fell asleep. Next morning, Taehyung rubbed his eyes as he walked to his bathroom, but the moment he looked into the mirror, he gasped. Taehyung shocked. Oh no, what happened to my face? His eyes were puffy and red. His nose were also pink from crying too much. Taehyung whispering, look what I did to myself. He washed his face quickly and took some ice cubes from the fridge, rubbing them gently under his eyes. Taehyung determined, I have to look fine today. No one should know I cry. He got ready, ate a small breakfast, even thought his heart hurt a little, and left for the office. When Taehyung reached the building, he walked towards the elevator, but his foot slipped a little and his bag fell on the floor. He quickly went down to pick it up. Suddenly, a hand reached out and lifted the bag before he could. Taehyung looked up and frozen. It was him. Jungkook stood there with calm eyes holding the bag. Jungkook softly, are you okay? Taehyung quickly snatched the bag, feeling her heart race, then nervously fast. Thank you, Mr. John. Then quickly snatched the bag, feeling my heart race, then nervously fast. Thank you, Mr. Jian. Then before Jungkook could say anything, Taehyung turned and ran towards the instance of taking the elevator. Jungkook confused with Taehyung, but Taehyung was already gone. Jungkook stood there blinking in confusion. His secretary, Mr. Park, arrived at that moment. Mr. Park, sir, Mr. Jian is calling you for the meeting. Jungkook surprised. Dad is here? Mr. Park, yes sir. Jungkook nodded. Alright, let's go. They walked toward the meeting room, but Jungkook's mind was not on the meeting. Jungkook sat on the chair, staring at the file in front of him. His eyes, his eyebrows were Jungkook thinking, why is Taehyung ignoring me? Is it because of the engagement news? Did he hear about it? But why would it matter to him? He groaned quickly and leaned back. Jungkook whispering, this is frustrating, Taehyung, you? Uh, no, I can't stand being ignoring like this. He closed his eyes for a moment and took a deep breath. Jungkook family, I have to do something. Later that afternoon, Jungkook was walking towards the cafeteria to get coffee. He was not looking ahead and accidentally bumped into someone. Taehyung looking down. I'm sorry. Taehyung hadn't seen him yet, but when he looked up, his eyes widened, his lip parted slightly, but he quickly looked away. Taehyung awkwardly, sorry again. He tried to smile a little and quickly walked past Jungkook, disappearing around the corner. Jungkook stood frozen, watching him walk away. He clenched his jaw, his chest feeling tight. Jungkook soft groan. This boy, what is going in your heart, Taehyung? The next day, Jungkook was walking down the hallway towards the elevator with a file in his hand. He looked calm on the outside, but his heart was full of questions. Why is Taehyung ignoring me? What did I do wrong? At the same time, Taehyung had already entered the elevator as the door were about to close. He saw Jungkook walking towards it. Taehyung in mind panicked. Oh no, not now! Please close fast. He quickly pressed the close button multiple times, hoping the door would shut before Jungkook arrived. But before the elevator door could close, Jungkook speeded up and stepped inside. And now it was just two of them. The air inside the elevator felt different. It was silent. Taehyung awkwardly stepped to the side and looking anywhere but at Jungkook. Taehyung narrowed voice, good morning, Mr. Jian. Jungkook didn't answer right away. Instead, he looked at him with narrow eyes, as if trying to read his heart. And then he stepped a little closer. Taehyung's eyes widened. He moved back slowly until his back touched the cold metal wall of the elevator. Taehyung softly, what are you doing? Jungkook serious or not, Taehyung? The real question is, what are you doing? Why are you warning me? Why are you acting like have we done something bad? Then looking away, his heart was pounding in his chest. He couldn't take the closeness anymore. He suddenly pushed Jungkook back, not too hard, but enough to create some space. Then frustrated, yeah, stop it already. I'm already confused and hurt because of this whole engagement thing. Don't make it harder for me. His voice cracked and he continued, please stay away from me, Jungkook. At that exact moment, the elevator opened the door. Without waiting another second, Taehyung rushed out, holding back the tears in his eyes. His footsteps were quick, his heart racing. He didn't look back. Inside the elevator, Jungkook stood still. He stayed his posture and let out a long breath. Then he turned his head slightly with a thoughtful expression. Jungkook moved. I know Taehyung has a soft corner of me, but why he is looking at me like I am the one getting engaged? I didn't even plan this engagement. He smiled, his heart never at the wrong word. Jungkook's soft voice might he smiled without any realize and stepped out of the elevator. Walking to his cabin, he was floating in a dream. Outside Jungkook's cabin, his secretary Mr. Park and assistant Mr. Han stood silent watching and their boss walking past them. Grimace smile. Mr. Park resignated, but he is acting weird again. Mr. Han is smiling. No, no, he is not weird. He is in love. Mr. Jian, who was organized, felt near the front desk, looking at them with confusion. Mr. Lee in love. Mr. Parson, I don't get this generation at all. He shook his head and went back to his desk, mumbling about how things were simple in his time. Meanwhile, Taehyung entered his section and sat down at his desk. His finger touched his chest, feeling the fast thumping in his heart. His breath was Taehyung whispering to himself, why do I feel like this? Why does he affected me so much? Why Jungkook? He closed his eyes. His cheeks were still warm from the way Jungkook had looking at him, so close, so serious, so caring. Taehyung's soft voice, am I falling deeper? At Taehyung's apartment, Taehyung sat on the couch, hugging a cushion tightly to his chest. His face was burning at it. He didn't want to look at anyone. Taehyung mumbling, no, I won't go. Just leave me alone, Yoongi. Yoongi stood in front of him, arms crossed and eyebrows rising. He had to take Taehyung to the engagement ceremony, but Taehyung was being stubborn. Yoongi, Taehyung, come on, let's go. There will be a good music. People, you have some fun. Taehyung shaking his head. No, I won't. You go without me. Yoongi teasing. Don't be like this. Taehyung, you will miss out. I heard someone special will be there. Taehyung sat up, eyes widened in frustration. Taehyung, why are you doing this to me? You know I am trying to move on. If I go there and see Jungkook with someone else, it all break me. Why do you want to make it worse? Yoongi turned his face to the side, trying to hide a smile. He already knew the engagement wasn't for Jungkook. It was for Minho, but Taehyung didn't check the card because he was too upset. Yoongi calmly, that's exactly why you should go if you want to move on. Face your feeling, be strong. Taehyung quickly, I don't want to be strong today. Yoongi soft voice, just trust me. Now get up, go get ready, or I'll drag you there in your Taehyung frowned, but Yoongi already started pushing him towards the bedroom. Taehyung grumbly, you are the worst. Yoongi smiled, I know. In the car, Taehyung sat in the passenger seat, sulking with his arms crossing. His face was puffing up from potting. Yoongi was driving peacefully. Yoongi, sit straight. You look like a duck sitting like that. Then I don't want to come here. What if I cry in front of everyone? It'll be so embarrassing. Yoongi, you won't cry. I'm confused. Why not? Yoongi smirking, because you are emotionally strong. You are a cold-hearted brat. Remember? Taehyung assumed his scope and turned to look out the window. Yoongi softly.